So welcome back to our Everyday Hero Meditation Challenge. We're on part 4 now. So we've just gone through our phase of deepening our concentration and visualization. And the next 3 days, we are going to be deepening our capacity to sense, our capacity to be aware. They're sometimes synonymous with our consciousness. But really what we're trying to do is bring our awareness into all of our body. So some of us are very much in our head all the time, and it's the thoughts that prevent our channel of communication from our who we are in our everyday to this everyday hero. This kind of soul force trying to come through us is blocked by these thoughts, and these thoughts stop us from even feeling how our physical body feels. These thoughts even stop us from understanding what the emotional feeling is that's driving those thoughts. Some of us are more watery, some of us are more emotional, and it's the emotional nature that is blocks this connection, this channel that we're trying to get clearer and clearer to bring about where, that creative magic happens. Let's remind us why we're doing this. So this practice, I hope will bring you a better sense of where your mind goes to, which of those 3 areas you're preoccupied. Some of us are very physical creatures, distracted by how hungry we are, or when we've last had sex, or the tastes, the senses, very physical. And that's where where our awareness goes and where we kind of base our decisions in our day. So whether we're physical creatures, whether we're emotional creatures, whether we're mental creatures, we are in fact all of that. That is what I call our personality. That's what creates how we interact, what we interact with other people in the everyday. And then we have these 2 other parts that we're going to deepen our awareness of. We have this everyday hero, our soul, that's trying to magnetize through our personality to express, to realize its purpose, to drive and guide. So our soul sense, our voice of conscience, the voice that goes, maybe you shouldn't do that, maybe that's a good idea. When you see or meet people and they say something to you and it resonates something in your faculty, and you're like, oh, that's interesting, I need to take note of that. That's coming from a higher place. And then we have even higher than that, awareness of the light that fills all. This is kind of, that creates life, it permeates every single atom in every single cell. There's loads of different terminology that we could bring in here. We're going to start with those 5 areas. I'm not going to go into the soul and the light in too much detail right now. It's mostly important that we ground our awareness, we get a sense of where we're operating from, and then over the subsequent weeks we will deepen that higher sense. But really important to mention here, for any of you who are becoming highly sensitive or starting to fly off with the fairies, or become aware of things that don't make you so comfortable, maybe a time to just ground, just take some of the simpler practices, maybe just the breathing, and stick with that for a bit longer. If you're feeling grounded, if you're feeling comfortable to take your understanding of yourself to a new place, and you feel well, you feel good, you feel ready to take the challenge, then let's begin. So coming into a comfortable seated position, whether you're cross-legged, whether you want to have your legs out in front of you, soles of the feet on the ground. We're gonna just take a few shoulder rolls, and we're gonna focus on our physical body, okay? So how How are you feeling? How does your body need to move? Move your body as your body needs to move, just to find a place of ease to sit in. Remembering we're trying to get our physical body happy to be sitting here for a little period of time. And then closing your eyes with your palms down on your knees. And bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. And if your soles of the feet are on the ground, feel the ground beneath. If you're cross-legged, then just feel how the soles of the feet feel. And maybe bringing your breath into the soles of the foot. And releasing any tension there with your visualization practice. And then into your ankles, bring your awareness into your ankles. If you ever need to move any of these places, do. If you realise that actually they're not comfortable because you weren't communicating with them, then move them. Into your ankles. And let it go. Let go of any tension. And into your calves, bring your awareness, bring your mind. And then with your visualization and your breath, breathe in and let go. And into your knees, breathing in, letting go. Then into your thighs and upper legs. Letting go of any tension, any holding here. And your hips. Bring your awareness, bring your mind, bring your breath, bring your intention. Breathe in space, let go of the rest. And into your tailbone of your spine, the lowest part of your spine, breathing in, breathing out. And then into the whole of your pelvic girdle. Breathing in space, letting go of tension. Use the breath, use your visualization. And then into your belly. Let your breath come all the way down into your belly. And exhale fully. And into your middle to lower spine. Breathe in, let go. See how it feels, see how that lower part of your body now feels. Notice any subtle changes to just simply bringing your awareness to this place in your body. And then moving up the spine, the middle part of your spine. The middle rising part of your spine. Seeing how it feels, adjusting if you need to adjust your posture to release. Breathing in, exhale, letting go. And to your diaphragm, notice any tension there. Any holding, and take a big breath all the way through your lungs out to the sides, expanding as the diaphragm drops. And exhale fully. Awareness into your side ribs now, another breath. How do your lungs feel? How does your rib cage feel? How does your breastbone feel? All the way up to the top of those lungs, the top of the chest. Take another big breath. Let go of the tension with a big exhale. And then the upper part of your spine. How does your upper spine feel? Adjust your posture as you need to release any tension here. And then bring your awareness, bring your mind, take an inhale and exhale. Turning your palms up to the sky on your knees. You could have your thumb and your first finger together if it feels right for you. Otherwise, just let the palms be upwards. Now, how do the shoulders feel? Bring your awareness into the shoulders themselves. Breathe in. Exhale, let go of the tension there, the burdens we carry. In the arms, awareness down both upper arms. Breathing in, letting go. And into your elbows. And letting go. The forearms. And let go. Relaxing your wrists. Breathing into your wrists. Awareness fully in your wrists. Whatever tension you're feeling there, breathe in space and let go of the tension. Exhale. And into your palms, into the backs of your hands. Breathing in space, exhaling, letting go tension, letting the fingers relax, breathing into all of those fingers. Let go of all the tension. Awareness through all of the arms and shoulders now. Feel your breath in your rib cage and observe how your upper torso feels along with your arms and your hands and palms and fingers. And into your throat, observe any constriction, maybe swallow. Release any tension in your throat. Wriggle the jaw, release the jaw. Any tension in the throat and jaw, breathing in. Awareness fully there. Exhale, letting go of tension. Into your cheeks. Relaxing your cheeks fully. Breathe in. Exhale fully. Into your nose, relaxing your nose. As relaxed as you can make a nose. Notice any constriction in the nasal passages. Maybe a little sign, maybe that we need to start a little neti practice, where we run saline water through our nasal passages. Really good for cleansing here and being able to breathe fully and clearly. And then all the way up to that brow center. Feeling how your eyebrows and your forehead feel. Breathing in space and exhale, let go of the tension here. Let that forehead be unfurrowed. Relaxing all the way down the ears and the sides of your skull down towards your neck. And to the crown of your head. And the whole of your skull and the brain inside, noticing any tension here. Breathing in space, exhaling of that tension. Let the whole of your face be relaxed. Let's start the day fully aware of how we're physically feeling. Maybe there's one spot in your body that keeps drawing your attention. Is it asking you to change a habit? Is it asking you to seek some help? What is it asking you? Telling you, shouting at you? And then from the crown of the head all the way down the spine, awareness through the whole of that spine. All of our physical body has an energetic counterpart. So just seeing if we can allow that visualization, that awareness of the spine to happen freely and smoothly from the crown of your head down to your tailbone and all the way from your tailbone up to your crown again. And then turning your palms back down on your knees. Let's take a little circle around our hips, just taking a little circle in that lower back area, getting a little bit of movement. So our physical body kind of represents and is our earth aspect, right? So it's our physical component. Reverse the circles. And our emotions are our fluid, liquid component. So as you take those circles, feel certain parts of your fluid body. So that's your circulatory system, it's your endocrine system. They're all fluid, they operate through that type of medium. And if you think about it, emotions, are created through hormones, which are from the endocrine system, that function through the blood system, all fluid. And watching that movement in your body, see if you can feel that fluid motion in your body. Maybe you've just stirred something up down there in your pelvis, in your belly. And taking those shoulder rolls again, bringing some movement into our shoulders and our lymph glands underneath there. And then our chin, lifting our chin up, drawing it down, drawing the head to the side and to the other side. Thyroid glands, a whole load of other stuff as well. Just be really gentle and mindful. And then come back to a normal seated position. Chin tucked under, crown lifting up, and observe again the fluid motion in your body. Ask yourself, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Really, not the answer you'd give to someone you'd meet on the streets. How are you feeling? Maybe it is the answer you give to the people on the streets. Those of you who operate in your emotional body, You know who you are. I know, because I'm one of them. So just with that knowingness of how you feel this morning, turn your gaze inwards and upwards, your palms still down on your knees. Feeling your fire aspect. Your fire aspect is your mind, your brain, your thoughts. They operate through, neurons which fire. What are you thinking about? What is taking your thoughts? Where are your thoughts going? Where are they drawing you? Past? Future? Are they going over something? Or are they stuck in something you watched yesterday? Just observe, no judgment, just know where your thoughts are going. Being aware of what our emotions are doing, what our thoughts are doing, is a massive, it's like 80% of the work. Then finding a place of balance so that we don't react to them, that's the next part. That's the clearing of the channel I was talking about. So just be aware of how you're feeling and where are your thoughts going. And watching your breath again, breathing in your chest, the air element, the air aspect of who you are is represented in that the soul expression of your everyday hero that's trying to breathe through you. It's trying to magnetize how you think, how you feel, and how you act. So as you watch your breath, let's take 3 big breaths in our rib cage, feeling what constriction there is around our chest, whether that's coloured with an emotion, whether that's due to a thought, feel the breath breathing you now. And now looking into that central space, that chest area where your heart resides. These 3 centers where our soul acts through, our soul tries to magnetize through. First of all, into the heart, feeling the magnetism of your heart. Being aware of its electromagnetic field. It literally has an electromagnetic field. And the beat that shapes this electromagnetic field. And then to your crown, to your brow center, your seat of knowledge, knowing, of intuition. And isn't it interesting? Some of us are really heart-centered, and some of you would have found that heart awareness really easy, and others of us are more head-centered. It tends to be a masculine feminine thing, but not always. Those of us who are strong in our masculine are more comfortable in our head center, and those of us who are more strong in our feminine are more centered in our heart. Not to do with gender. And in your head center, feel the light that comes in here. Become aware of the knowingness of sound, of light, and of the ether. And now let's just compare. Head center, light. Heart center, magnetism. You are a magnet. What are you drawing to you today? What do you want to draw in today? What does your everyday hero inside of you want to draw to you? And if we align to this, we can just let that magnet take effect and things just go draw to us. And then down into your gut, your gut instinct, which we cannot put down into the animal kingdom and say it has no value. This is where everything that we know in our head and we feel in our heart, we can digest and realize its truth in actuality. So feel that digestive fire, the things that get you passionate, the things that you love, that's all down here, things you want to get your teeth into, you want to get your paws into, you want to make it happen, right? And when we have these three things aligned, our head and our heart, and our gut can digest, and we're not limited by fear, we're not limited by a lethargy in our physical body, which stops us from doing things. When we're clear, we are able to do real magic. This is where we stand in our truth. And then from those three centers, see if you can visualize a star above your head, say 15 foot or so above your head. Find it. Might be a bit lower, might be a bit higher. And from this bright star, just feel its potent point of tension, and feel a light coming down, emanating from that star down through your three centers there. And just asking to be inspired today, to be aware today, to take this awareness practice into our everyday, to be conscious about what's going on physically, to know how we're feeling, and to see the thoughts that think us and become conscious creators of the thoughts that create our own lives. Drawing that star's light down into our body, and bringing our awareness back to our breath. Breathing down the spine and up the spine. Down the spine and up the spine. Down the spine and up the spine. Coming back to the physical body. How is the head feeling, the brain, the skull, the face? How is the jaw, the throat feeling? How are your shoulders and arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers? How is your chest, your side ribs, your lungs, your heart feeling? How is your belly? Your hips, your pelvis, your legs, your knees, your shins, your ankles, your feet, your toes. How's your whole body feeling? See if you can take in your whole body with your awareness. Even if you can just glimpse it. And then placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Take a big breath into both places, down to your belly and up to your chest. Exhale through the mouth. Taking the hand from your heart and just tapping your third eye. Wake up. And then back to your heart. Uniting your head with your heart is your life mission. And putting it into action is the realization of that mission. Knowing what you have to know, feeling what you have to feel, and being all that you are. Namaste.